Hey YouTube, I'm back with another video. This video is going to be completely talking. As you've seen in the title, it's called Let's Talk. We're just going to have honest conversation, talk about mental illness. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned. I know you guys are going to enjoy it. Hey YouTube, I'm glad you stayed too. Hey guys, so I decided that I was gonna make this video about straight talking. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna talk. I wanted to talk about mental illness as well as giving some tips on relationships. We're gonna start out with our mental illness. I know there is so many people that suffer from depression, suicide, anxiety, stress. It's just a big thing in our community, especially in African Americans. I know for me, growing up, I did not have the best life. My childhood wasn't the best. So I suffered from major depression. I was very, 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 very depressed. And I didn't feel like no one understood me. I just felt like I was lost in this world by myself. I just didn't know what to do. I was a heavy cutter. I loved cutting. For me, it felt like it did something. It helped me to cope. It was a coping mechanism for me, because I didn't know how else to deal with being depressed or deal with having anxiety or feeling, hopeless and alone and things like that. I did get a therapist. My therapist, I absolutely love her. She really, 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 really helped me a lot. She really gave me someone to just completely talk to and be completely open and honest. Literally spilling my whole guts to her, telling her everything. And, as a therapist, they're really there just to listen. Of course, they give their input, but they're really there just to listen. They're there to help you to help yourself, because they don't really do any of the work. You really do the work. But when you think of a therapist, people think like, they don't understand. They don't know what I'm going through. They don't have a clue. They don't have an idea. What can they do to help me? People have this connotation towards therapists, and they have this thought process of how they act and how they think and how they move and stuff like that, when therapists are really, really there to help you help yourself, as I said. And I only can say that because I had a therapist and I experienced that. She really, 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 really helped me to get through a lot of situations. Also, I have my journal that I have it upside down. I'm sorry, guys. My journal that I write in a lot. This definitely helped me too, because it was constant writing. It helped me a lot because I was able to get out all of my feelings. I'll even scream when I wrote, cry when I wrote. I just, it's easy to write something down. Especially when you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to.
So I have her. I named her Journey, so because she's been on a journey with me, through these past couple of years. I really made a commitment that when I'm down and when I'm upset, instead of cutting myself, I'll write. So that's what I decided to do. I decided that I was going to write instead of cutting. And when you're used to something, doing something, and then when you change, it can be hard. It can be very, very, very hard. But I knew that, my body is worth so much more than just these little lines that I decide to put on my arms or on my legs. So I had made a commitment and I had made a promise that I would not cut anymore and that I would write. So I am 1 year clean from cutting, which is amazing, and I am so proud of myself. I have to give myself a pat on the back.
But yeah, it definitely writing definitely helps me more with coping with stress and depression and anxiety and things like that. So I'm definitely glad that I have that book. Also, I have decided that I want to do the suicide walk. I think that they do it every October. I will get all the details and make sure I put it in the description box. I would love for you guys to also do the walk wherever you guys are. I would definitely recommend doing it. It really will be a good thing for people to do, because suicide and mental illness, like I said, is very serious. I want to do the walk because I know that I've tried to commit suicide on many occasions. So I'm a survivor and I'm still here. I still made it. I'm still alive. So I want to walk that thing out. So I'm definitely going to make sure I get all the information that I need. As I said, I'll put it in the description box so you guys can know where you can sign up for the suicide walk, because I feel like because it's not talked about a lot, people don't know about the suicide walk. They don't know about the ribbon they have, anything, like, because I just believe that suicide and depression and anxiety and all those categories are very, very touchy, and talking to somebody about it can be hard. It can be very, very, very hard. But it's needed. It's needed. So I definitely want to start talking about it more, because it's not talked about. We're doing it in my school right now. We're doing a mental health group where you're just sitting down and talking about mental health. I am in college, so I major in psychology. That's my major. I want to be a child and family therapist. I want to help, a lot of people, because I know I've been in their places. I've been in their seats. I felt some things that, people may have felt growing up and things like that. So I definitely want to help people that, have been through the similar situations as me. I also have decided that I'm going to do. I said have decided. I mean, I got into internship with my old therapist, and we're going to do like a therapeutic group for girls. So I get to counsel them. They get to learn me. I get to learn them. And it's just going to be a good time, because I know that, some girls just feel like, okay, I don't have nobody to talk to. Mom and dad don't understand. Sister, brother don't understand. And when you can find someone that you can just really let out all your tea.
Let's just be real, to let out all your built up, pinned up emotions. So I definitely recommend that if you don't, or you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to, get a journal. That's number one. You can go right to CVS, Walmart, Target, the dollar store, and get you a little journal and just write. Or you have the option to seek for a therapist, to have someone you can talk to on a regular basis, because sometimes it's needed. Sometimes it's really, 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 really needed. Because I know that
without my therapist, I don't know where I would be, because she really genuinely helped me get through some rough times in my life. So I really appreciate her. But yeah, she's awesome, and I definitely recommend getting that journal, or reaching out to a therapist. And if you're feeling lonely, you're having anxiety, you're feeling depressed, you always can call the suicide line. They're always open. They're always there to help, to talk to you. It doesn't matter what time, when it is. You can just call whenever, and they're there to answer on site. They're on point with it. They're ready to talk, or really there to listen. Also, I wanted to talk about relationships, because, you know, in our generation, we have a lot of people that it's a lot of in and outs, and it's a lot of babies. It's a lot of babies now. Like, so many people are getting pregnant. It's crazy. But definitely when you're in a relationship, you want to have some main components. You want to have honesty, you want to have trust, you want to have communication, you want to have consistency. You know, those things that you know required to have a good relationship. Also, you want to have self-love, self-worth. You want to know what you're worth and such when you get into a relationship, because if you don't love yourself, your partner can't love you, or they don't know how to love you. So you just have to have that already set and structured for yourself before you even get into a relationship. Also, it's when you're in a relationship and it may not be good for you, it may be toxic. When you're in it and you have tunnel vision, you don't see nothing else. Nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can say this is not good for you, this is bad, you need to leave that alone. Nobody can tell you nothing until you see that. Until you see, okay, enough is enough. I can't do this. This is not for me. You know, I'm worth more than that. And that's why I say the worth thing comes into play. When you know how much you're worth, you won't tolerate nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? You won't let anything take place, because you know, okay, I'm not letting, no, we're not doing this. You know what I'm saying? So relationships can be easy if you want it to. You know what I'm saying? And people say relationships are hard work. They're not hard if you do what you're supposed to do. If you use your tools when it comes to a relationship. You do what is necessary for a relationship. You know, also with a relationship,
your relationship cannot be your happiness.
You know what I'm saying? Your partner is supposed to add to your happiness, because when they're not there, you're supposed to still be good. You're supposed to still be happy. You're supposed to still be sane. You're supposed to still be able to operate and function without having your partner. And that's, you know, that's some of the things that I had to learn, that I had to be okay without my partner. I had to be okay without my significant other. I had to be secure within myself to know that I'm okay if they're not there. And that can be hard. That can be really hard when you don't have self-love, when you don't love yourself, you know. And that all stems back to, you know, when you're depressed and stuff like that, you begin to have very low self-esteem, and, you know, it's just, things begin to be very hard for you when you're not feeling at your best. So I recommend that, you know, have self-evaluation before you get into anything. You know, write, like I said, write in your journal, write a list down what things, that components that you want in a person that you date. What are the things that you want? What are the things that you do not like or dislike, or,
you know what I'm saying? Write these things down, because it definitely will help. Now you'll know, okay, this is the type of person that I want to be with. I want them to have these qualities. I don't want them to have these qualities. I don't want them to be perfect, but I want them to be willing to work. You know what I'm saying? So definitely think about that.
So that is all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Deuces!